I want to say hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's a great day. Great day to be alive and be a saint of God. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is Anton McBride. That is my given name, the name that God gave me as servant. I am the second born child of Robert Lee McBride and Eleanor Frances Tillery Watson McBride. Yeah, I know. My mom's got a whole lot of names. Of course, if you knew her, she's a whole lot of woman. But I wanted to stop by here for just a little while and share a few thoughts with you about life. If I had to give you the best advice about life, about living, what would it be? Now, I will tell you that I am a Baptist preacher. I'm not going to preach today. I'm just want to talk with you about life. There's a Danish philosopher and theologian by the name of Soren Kierkegaard. And he said that life is not a problem to be solved. Life is a reality that must be experienced. And I've come to discover in my decades of living, as a father, as a husband, as a grandfather, as a grandson, as a son, as a brother, as a brother-in-law, that life has problems. Doesn't matter if you're 5 years old, try and decide who you're going to play with at the playground on recess. Life is a problem. Doesn't matter if you're trying your best to stay off of the worst color of the day at your school. Life has problems. Doesn't matter if you're tired of playing Fortnite and now you're stuck on 2K and you can't get to a certain level. Life has problems. And most of us in life, we want to hit the reset button. Let me take you back just a few years when we had Atari and we had these little stick figures. When we would get upset, we'd turn the television off. Well, before I had Atari, I had outside, I had reality. I had to go outside, I had to face my problems. And I think that a lot of us, as we grow older, whatever generation you classify yourself in, you are going to face problems. And the world, society's norms and mores says you've got to figure out how to solve the problem. I beg to differ. The Word of God tells us in John chapter 16, verse number 33, Jesus said these words as he was on his way to Calvary. Said this to his disciples. He says, look, these things I've told you, and I'm paraphrasing, that you might have peace in this world. You're going to have problems. You're going to have people that are going to lie on you. You're going to have things that are going to disturb you. He says, look, in this world, you will have tribulation. He says, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. 3 things I want to share with you on how to experience life so that you don't have to worry about solving the problems, but you can just experience life. Number one, the number one thing in life, and these are in no certain order. The number one thing is prayer. You must know how to pray. You got to know how to talk to God. You have to have a personal relationship with God. The same way as you have a personal relationship with your followers on TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever social media you're on. Just like you have a personal relationship with your neighbor around the corner, with your homies, your partners, your friends, your buddies. You have to have a personal relationship with God. It comes from prayer. Prayer is not asking God for something, but it's listening, seeing what God is asking you to do. Prayer is not about you saying, Lord, I need a new pair of shoes. I need a new jogging outfit. I need a new ring. I need a new watch. I need I need more stacks and bands. But it is what God requires of you. It takes prayer if you want to experience life. Not only does it take prayer, it takes participation. Here's a problem that a lot of people, a lot of young folk, 8 to 80, 18 to 81, 9 to 91, is they don't want to participate in life. They check out. Oh, I know suicide rates are high. I know that mental health is high. I'm not here to argue the finer points of mental instability, but we have to participate. We got to interact with people. We got to put down our electronic devices. I guarantee you, most of you don't even know how to write a letter in cursive, how to address it, how to put your heading, how to put the date. I can say that because a lot of us don't. Because now we don't write letters. Share briefly about participation. When I met my wife over 2 decades ago, we wrote letters daily. Oh yes, we talked on the telephone, but it was the participation in writing that led to communication. As a third generation Haitian, my grandmother immigrated to this country from Haiti. Grandmother, totally different story all in itself. Remarkable woman that sat at the feet of Madam C.J. Walker that taught her how to do hair, and my grandmother in turn taught me how to do hair.